Hey, how's it going? And I'm back with yet another video, and it'll be another bad movie review. And today, this movie is called The Black Book. Now, this movie is. I was quite disappointed with it because it's a horror anthology, and I love my horror anthologies. I love them. Yeah, I've seen two bad other horror anthologies, like Death by VHS is the worst, Territory is a horror anthology. But I've seen other horror anthologies which is dope, which you should probably watch. And it is in my other videos. I think I did mention VHS 1, 2, and Viral. You got VHS, I think, 94. I think there's another VHS coming out, which is VHS 99. Well, I forgot what other VHS movies there were now, but I mean, not I forgot what other horror anthologies there were. But they're dope. But this one here was disappointing because I expected high hopes with this one. And this movie is tame, right? Nothing much really happens. Obviously, there's stories. I remember two stories in the movie. It was a long time ago I've seen the movie, so I only remember two parts, two stories of it. I think it was like three, four, five stories in total. But I remember one of them was like, so basically it starts off with this guy going to like a bookshop and he picks up a black book, obviously the name of the black book. The acting is poor. There's no enthusiasm in their voices. They just talk normally. It's almost like these bad movies. It's almost like someone made a YouTube horror movie project where they just made anything silly and just put it online. That's exactly what it is right now. So he goes and he reads the different. I assume it's these anthologies in the book that he's reading. So he's reading different stories. You obviously don't hear him read it, but it just each different scenes are different, stories and stuff. I remember one story and there was like some guy in the mirror, and you can only see him in the mirror. So I think it's sort of vampire or a demon or something. It's a silly story. Nothing really ever happens in these things do happen, but it's just tame. It's hard to explain how bad it is and how dull it is. Death by VHS will always be the worst horror movie of all time that I've ever seen. So this rating will be likely be slightly higher. And the rating might be generous. I'm not gonna get to rating yet. The other story was about this guy that was searching on the deep web or dark web or something for videos, and he stumbles across this certain video. I mean, he does do classes. He asks his lecturer about it because he goes to college. Well, it's in America, they call it college. College is their uni. So he asks him about this dark web video and whatnot. And the ending, well, it's quite clever-ish. The acting could be better. They could have made it a bit more effective. I kind of forgot the other stories, so you're gonna have to watch that. I will put the movie name in the description. It is a horror movie. It's an anthology. You know what I'm talking about when you see it. It was like old middle-aged guy that goes into like a shop and starts, and then picks out a book. I'm pretty sure it's called the Black Book. If I'm wrong about that, I will correct in the description below, and I'll put the obviously the director, producers' names down because they're important too. They're the ones that made the movie. So this movie is pretty tame. Nothing ever goes on or happens. Obviously, I'm not. I'm just gonna give you the end part. I mean, I think the guy dies at the end after reading it. It's quite confusing how that happens because you think it's a separate story when he dies at the end, but it's just the main character. You know what I mean? It's quite an odd storyline, but anthologies are fun to watch. I don't know why. It's just different sets of stories, different happenings going on, and I just figured I have to do a movie review on this because right now I think there's still a bit more movies I need to do a review on that I have to see. I mean, that I have to talk about. And yeah, so I'm going to try and go back in other movies I've already seen. And I don't know if I've done. I think I might have done a movie review on Willow Creek. You just have to double check that for me. So some movie reviews I have done on TikTok. So that's why I'm a bit confused and stuff like that. But as a YouTube, I can see the title of what I've done. TikTok, you have to go into the video to see the title of it. So it's quite tough like that. So I'm gonna have to remember and go back and movies, retrace my steps. I did do some bad movies on there. I was only gonna do good movies, but who cares? It's a movie review. It's talking about what I've watched. So if I had to give this movie a rating, this is quite a generous rating for such a bad movie. And if I'd be honest, these like Territory, the acting could have been better. I can't remember what rating I gave for that one. You have to go back in that video. Definitely rate just there's no way I could have given that higher than a one. If I did put one, that is on that one. Um, if I had to give this one a rating, it'd probably be a 3 out of 10. And that's generous. The lowest I give it is 2. I mean, Death of Ages is the worst. I want to make that known. This movie here is a 3 out of 10. It's way below average for what it actually is. Do you think it could have been better? Of course, I think it could have been. They could have made it a bit more effective, but with the quality of it, I'm not quite sure how they could have made it effective. You give it a head. Go ahead and watch these movies for yourself and see what you think of it. It's a poor movie, but you're gonna facepalm the entire way through. The acting, I think parts of it was good acting. Parts of it. That's why 3 is a generous number. Well, rating more like. So if you have enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Comment below, share with everyone you know, subscribe and hit the bell notification below. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.